So for my lesson plan, I will be teaching my younger brother, Spencer, how to teach the ambassador knot, which looks like this. Spencer's 19 years old, so according to Piaget, he's in the formal operational stage. So through symbols and through other designs, he should be able to understand understand what I'm teaching him, but also just through hands-on activities, he'll also understand. With Spencer, the first thing I don't want to worry about is I don't want him to be camera shy. He's not a very shy person at all. He's kind of reserved, but not really, so it should be fine. However, he will. We do have the relationship of brothers, so it could make him more comfortable with me in the sense of being too comfortable. However, as we learned from Why Gender Matters, there is tended to be a hierarchy with males and friendships, and he does understand that I am his older brother and treats me so, and understands that I do have a bit more experience, so he should trust me that way. One of the big issues we do have, though, is in my there is a big family there. So what I'm planning on doing maybe is also utilizing his other siblings, which include his older brother, our older brother and sister, and maybe our brother-in-law, to complete the task with him, so he feels less awkward and less alone in doing the activity. This could work for our benefit, so that way he doesn't feel like he's the center of attention. But at the same time, it could work against, because if the others are able to complete the task and he is not, it will boost it will lower his self-esteem. But I don't think this will be the case, because I will be focusing more on him, and the others will be more of a side idea, just in case he feels awkward, or if they can make commentary while we're taping. So the plan is kind of using a scaffolding idea. What I'm first going to do is I'm going to show him the knot, like I did, and then I'm going to tie the knot myself. In doing that, I'm giving him, kind of giving them the model of what to do and how we'll do it, and then we'll go through guided practice where we'll both have our ties, and we'll be tying it together, each our own, of course. And this is kind of our guided practice, and then that way I can have him do it alone in an independent practice, or with his siblings if they manage to understand it as well. And then he should be able to do it on his own afterwards. So he should have no help whatsoever. So in order to keep this in a zone of proximal development, the best thing I decided is we want to keep it short. If you go too long, it'll be boring and not very entertaining at all. But if we keep it short enough, and then I repeat it throughout the day, go through it, then he'll understand it more and learn it, and not be bored with it. It'll just be more of a, here's how to do this, here we can practice a few times, okay. A little bit later it's like, hey, can you do that knot again? Do you think you remember it? And that way he can go about learning it, but keep it difficult at the beginning, but make it difficult to remember, because it is a very easy task, and he is intelligent, so the trick will be to remember, and that's going to be the focus, is have constant coming back and, hey, did you figure this out? Do you remember how to do this? Okay, good. Also, maybe, depending on, we might throw a little music on also to make it less awkward. Haven't decided if that's a go or not, just because we both are very ADD when it comes to music, especially if it's a song we know. So help transition, kind of going back to what I was saying though, to help transition from that long-term memory to short-term memory, we want to first give him have him understand it, and then we want to have a meaning behind it. And he's going to serve a mission. He's going to leave for Brazil in July, and so this is kind of something that could help him change up his wardrobe, because essentially he will be wearing the same thing day after day after day, and just having a new way to tie a tie gives him at least two options there. And so it gives kind of a reason why he would want to learn this tie. And also we could learn more ties if we decide to go a little crazy. But it also, we need to have that staggered practice. So as I said, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk with him, we're going to teach him how to do it, he's going to do it, I'm going to have him do it by itself, and a little bit later I'm going to say, hey, you should show your cousin Alex how to do that, because he will be in the same neighborhood, he'll be right down the street. So like, show him how to do that, and then that way he'll practice learning. And then the following day, because this will be on Saturday, on Sunday, when I teach him, I hope to go through it again and see if he can figure it out. So to help him deepen this understanding, I just want to see if he can also do it without looking down, because the most times we tie ties, we're looking down ourselves or we're looking in the mirror. So I want to give him a new perspective. During the practice, we might have him stand, I'll be next to him side by side, because as we know, boys communicate better and are better interacting one with another if it is side by side, and that way I can show him and I can look at him without him feeling pressured, because he'll just be looking at himself and watching and seeing how it looks. And yes, I totally just visualized a mirror in front of me. I know which mirror I'm going to be using, and that's the reason I was looking at this imaginary mirror and I'm not at the camera. Sorry. But that is my lesson plan, and that's what I'll be teaching my younger Spencer, and we'll see how this goes.